Hey guys, what's going on? Aaron here. Welcome to the video. So, a lot of things to talk about, from Mt. Gox coins being sold, to the Ethereum ETF, to Mark Cuban flipping on Bitcoin, to Craig Wright admitting that he is not Satoshi Nakamoto, to JP Morgan as well. So, diving in right here really quick, we have Trump saying he's changed his tune, talking about JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. And there is talks that maybe if Trump gets elected, he would appoint Jamie Dimon to something in his cabinet, or he would give him some position in the government. Right here, Germany's potential loss on Bitcoin. And they put out a press release about them selling their Bitcoin, and they said that they sold the Bitcoin in a market-friendly manner. So they wouldn't have any direct influence on the price of Bitcoin, which maybe they did. I mean, they sold close to 50,000 Bitcoin, and the price of Bitcoin has rebounded pretty darn strong to around $65,000. Let's talk about Mt. Gox. So, scary size of Bitcoin, sell side liquidity. So, what does this mean? Well, let's take a look. So, Mt. Gox realized cap right here, and the total realized cap for Bitcoin. So just look at the little chart. Mt. Gox, itty bitty, very tiny compared to the entire realized cap of Bitcoin. So ultimately, as Young says here, the Mt. Gox FUD is overestimated. And some more information about that as well. David Bailey on Twitter says one of the most popular trades for Bitcoin hedge funds over the last decade was Mt. Gox creditor claims. So hedge funds buying bankruptcy claims, like what happened with Celsius and FTX. Most Mt. Gox coins have already been resold to long-term holders, so I do not anticipate a significant percent of the coins hitting the secondary anytime soon. So he just does not think there will be a ton of Bitcoin that'll be sold. Maybe 15% of the coins will be sold. Somebody asked about Bitcoin Cash. He's like, bloodbath. I think most of the institutional funds will sell as soon as possible. And more about Mt. Gox. Around 65% of Mt. Gox creditors have been repaid, and the price of Bitcoin is up. So there's around 24,000 Mt. Gox creditors, and in this notice, which came out not too long ago, July 16th, 13,000 creditors have been paid. So that would be over 50% of the creditors. So that is also good news as well. So let's talk about Mark Cuban. So today or yesterday when you're listening to this, he is basically saying Bitcoin will be massive. He talks about Bitcoin's 21 million cap, and he finishes saying that it could be a global currency. So he really did a solid flip-flop from where he was in the last cycle. This is less than 3 years ago. He isn't that bullish on Bitcoin. He has a lot of tweets about this. He was really bullish on Dogecoin. I think he allowed people to buy Mavericks tickets in Doge, if I'm not mistaken. So he got really public on altcoins, basically, and he wasn't super bullish on Bitcoin, but now he is. 2019, Mark Cuban, I'd rather have bananas than Bitcoin because at least bananas are useful, you can eat it. 2024, it's possible Bitcoin becomes a global currency. So this could be similar to Jamie Dimon. Basically, Jamie Dimon saying that Bitcoin is total trash for most of Bitcoin's existence. And now Jamie Dimon and the guys at BlackRock, they're all saying that Bitcoin can be huge and everybody should basically have some in their portfolio. Let me know in the comments what you think about a lot of these flip-flops, though, because I'm a little bit skeptical of people that were extremely on one side and then extremely went to the other. Although, you could argue that even Michael Saylor was extremely anti-Bitcoin when he first heard about it and was very public about that. So, people may just learn and change their mind. Let's talk about the Ethereum ETFs. So, here we go. James on Twitter says, here are the details for the Ethereum ETFs that we expect to launch next week. So, here we go. We got one from Franklin, Van Eck, Bitwise, 21 shares, Fidelity, iShares, Grayscale, Invesco, ProShares, etc. So a lot of these are the same companies that have Bitcoin ETFs. And finally, let's talk about Craig Wright. This could be a video in and of itself, but essentially for many, many years, he has been saying that he is the creator of Bitcoin. He is Satoshi Nakamoto. So this is on his Twitter from, I think, yesterday or so. He says he has been lying to the court extensively about his claims of being Satoshi Nakamoto. So pretty ridiculous. Most people realized that he was a fraud and knew that he was lying. There have been some podcasters that really got in legal issues with him, notably Peter McCormick. He really got dragged in with this, and that really wrecked his life for a while. So I'm glad that Craig Wright finally is saying what most people realize to be true. And taking a look at the charts, not much of a difference from the last couple days. Bitcoin is hovering around $64,000, $65,000 or so. We have some altcoins that are doing pretty well. And just like what usually happens, some of the meme coins, cat coins, whatever coins that pump, they often retrace. So the other day, I talked about a meme coin. Some people got annoyed that I'm even talking about a meme coin, whatever. I think it was 85 cents, now it's 81 cents. And yeah, that's what happens. I mean, meme coins, very, very volatile. If you want to be conservative, Bitcoin. If you want to be more out on the risk curve, ETH, Solana. If you want to go out more on the risk curve, take your pick of any other coins that you want to hold for a while. At least that's what I'm doing. Holding definitely towards the end of 2025, maybe summer 2025. If we see a massive, massive, massive rally where I cannot believe how rich I am in terms of US dollars, or if you're like, holy shit, I'm super rich. If you're having those thoughts, it may be a good time to take some off the table. But that is it for the video. No financial advice here. Just my opinions, just a random YouTuber. Hope you guys are doing well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.